Welcome back to Not Roommates, episode number 16. We are back after a short hiatus. I am your host, Matthew Hanish. Alongside me are my wonderful, beautiful, and ugly at the same time co hosts, Dalton Bradley and Zachary Harper. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Ugly? Who the hell you think you talking to?
I said
Fucking
beautiful and
fantastic.
ugly. So when I go on the record and say Dalton is 5-0 against the COVID, even though he sounds sick, he has 5-0 against the COVID. So
And was that Travis Scott's cacti seltzer?
Yes, it
that I just saw?
was. Yes, it was. This is the pineapple one. I've had
Oh,
all of
shit.
them. I bought 2 cases of it at Total Wine. I've had all of
Ooh,
them.
it's at Total.
At Total Wine.
Ooh,
It's at
I might
Total
have
Wine.
to make me a trip after this.
Whenever you walk in, right,
Mm,
there's like the new releases or whatever directly by the
Yeah.
front door, right there.
ooh.
Yeah, the manager, I asked her, and the manager said it should be like that everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, have you ever? You should know this because you're from Texas, Dalton. Topo Chico, like the sparkling water,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Did you just see that they launched a hard seltzer brand like yesterday?
I did not.
Yeah. So I was gonna go try and hit up maybe like Whole Foods or something to go try and find that one because I was reading them off to Matt yesterday. There's like a
they sound really
strawberry
good.
guava and there's like a pineapple one, but there was some really interesting sounding flavors. So I was like, I think I need to try that because I kind of fuck with Topo Chico, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
So are
They
they
have
doing
a-
it like agave seltzers, or are they doing like how White Claw and all them do, where it's sugar, so it's like
see,
more of a rum base?
no, I would assume it's more of the agave because that's kind of more their speed. I would assume
That would
but
make sense. I would assume
I don't
it's
know.
more
We'll find
agave,
out.
but either
Yeah,
way, I have some crazy
but
fucking news. I told Matt just before you got on, Zach.
okay. Let me
I
hear
got
it.
a new job.
Okay.
For those
Where?
that can't see the video podcast, I am doing a very light golf clap.
So last week,
I'm gonna do a loud clap.
that's
Zach's
dumb.
cracked.
Mike. Your mic's about to be so quiet now.
I know.
Oh fuck.
So
Am I
last
good?
week, it was Wednesday night, and I was checking my email for like the last time, and I got a message from this company on ZipRecruiter, saying that I met their qualifications and all this kind of stuff, and he wanted to interview me on Thursday,
Oh, okay. Like this Thursday.
like that, like a week ago Thursday,
A
so it
week
was
ago
previous
Thursday.
yeah.
Okay.
And excuse me. And so I went in. It was like 8:45 on their office is on Gay Street, in downtown Knoxville. And shut the fuck up. And
I'm
Of
just
course,
playing, dude. No
Zach's
hate, no
smart
hate.
ass giggled with that.
and no, it's on Homosexual
hate.
Ave. And
God.
anyway, so I went in and met with this guy, and I had a good conversation with him, a good interview, and he hired me on the spot. So the company and my position is I am the lead videographer and creative director for a marketing firm called Horizon Digital Media Group in downtown Knoxville.
Dude. Well, first off, fucking congrats. That's awesome.
I'm so excited.
I mean, cheers to that, boys. We're all drinking. Matt has got an Oso Otonio from a local brewery here.
Infused with slow burn coffee, which is a local coffee shop here. This one's
That
from
shit's good.
Boxing Bear. Oh my god, dude, it's so
Oh,
good.
Dude, we need to try and get Boxing Bear to sponsor the podcast.
I'm
That
Dude,
would be lit.
Dude, I'm gonna go ask my girl
Oh.
Stephanie. Be like, you guys want to do a
Dude.
sponsorship for the podcast?
Ooh. And then
Dude, that's a good idea. Actually.
Santa Fe,
honestly.
dude, this would be another option. I love Santa Fe, but I'm drinking a Santa Fe Pale Ale, and then obviously Dalton's drinking the cacti. But second off, that's dude, double fucking awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations.
I had my first full day today. And so the good thing is
Nice.
it's a small company. There's only like 4 or 5 people in total
Okay.
right now.
That was gonna be my next question, is like asking if they had other offices, if it's just in Knoxville.
No, it's a local company. Our office is really only like 2 rooms.
Okay.
So it's not a big deal at all, as far as like the space that we have to work with. But they have a lot of really good fucking clients. Like
Really?
one of the clients that I edited for already, because so I worked Friday morning. I went and met my boss at this hospice center which is like the leading chain hospice center in Tennessee. And I met
Very
them at their
cool.
Knoxville office. And we shot this little piece, and it's already like edited and sent to the client and all that. But so Friday, literally the day after I got hired, the morning after I got hired, I went to film with them. And then I went back to the office and kind of like showed him my workflow and stuff. And he was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be fine, whatever." And so then Monday, yesterday, I had to work at Olive Garden last night, because I still had to like finish out my schedule. And I'll get into that here in just a second. But so Monday, I went in and just like I got in at 9, sat down and edited till like 3, and I think I finished like 4, 5 videos for him, because like his thing was he was doing all the video stuff himself, and he's like, doing all the business stuff on the side. So he's doing
it's not
calls and
easy.
shit. Literally, like he'd be having to take a call while he's editing. And for anybody who's edited video before, that is the most aggravating fucking thing. Is whenever somebody calls you and it interrupts your flow, because then whenever you're done with the call, you're like, what the fuck was I doing?
Dude, that was like my one thing that I always hated, like when I was like really into like YouTube videos and stuff, is when I would have to take a break from, because you just have this, I don't even know, and Dalton, you know what I'm talking about when I say this, like you don't even know how to describe it, but when you just like get in the zone, in a sense that you have all these ideas flowing in your head. And then if you get out of that zone, they all go away. Like
they don't come
there's
back.
no going back to it, right? And it's just one of those things that like when you are doing whatever you're doing with the video, like these things just come to you naturally. Like they just come to you.
Yeah.
You come up with these ideas, come up with these things left and right. And if you get out of that zone, they're gone.
Yep.
Lock it in. You're locked in.
Exactly. It's like
I totally get that.
It's like in that movie. Have you all seen Soul on Disney Plus?
No, I want to watch that.
Highly recommend it. I won't go into it too much then, because it's kind of a spoiler. But like they explain the zone where like creatives will get in there, athletes, shit like that. And like whenever you get locked in like that, you go into the zone.
Hell yeah.
It's cool.
I want to talk about this later, but it's funny that you mentioned that movie, because literally like last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I went to, there's this coffee shop that's from Portland called Dutch Bros. Matt was the one that told me about it. And it like kind of started up in Portland, made its way down to California, and now it's in like Arizona. And then it just came to New Mexico, but it's called Dutch Bros. Dude, I'm like addicted to this shit, but we'll get into that later. But I was, making small talk, or the person was trying to make small talk with me while my drink was being made. Yeah. And they were like, "Oh, like, what are you up to the rest of the day?" I was like, "I'm just going to go home, probably play video games." Something.
Hell yeah.
It's just naturally. I'm like, "What about you?" She's like, "Oh, I'm really into Disney movies." She's like, "I don't know if you're going to think that's weird or not." I'm like, "No, Disney's fucking awesome." I'm like, "I love Disney." It's like, "What movie are you going to watch though?" She was like, "Probably Soul. I've watched it like 5 times over the last 2 weeks, but I'm going to watch it a 6th." And I'm like, damn.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say it's that good.
Okay. Yeah. No, so I started asking her about it. She was like, "Oh, it's not my favorite Pixar Disney movie, but she said it's like, it's up there. It's really good."
It definitely is. It's definitely up there. It's as far as like if we could build like a tier list, up there, it's not quite like Toy Story 3
or Cars or anything
like that, but it's probably a good like tier 2. Like it's knocking on the door of God tier, but it's probably like a solid tier 2.
So it's like it's in the realms of being like a classic that you would go back and watch consistently.
Yeah, it's gonna age very well.
Okay.
It's gonna age very well. That's the big thing with it. So maybe in 10 years or so, it will be on that level, but it's still too fresh.
I can feel that.
Jamie Foxx kind of fucking killed it.
Oh, is he that
Jamie
main
Foxx
actor?
is the main character.
The voice actor?
He fucking killed it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I definitely need to watch that now. Jamie Foxx is awesome. Yeah, because I've kind of heard the same thing about, I never watched it, but it was that Coco movie. It was like kind of about like
You haven't seen Coco?
No, I've never seen Coco, bro. It's like about No, dude. I never watched it. Because it's about like
that movie's so good, dude.
Mexican culture and Dia de los Muertos, right?
Oh,
so good,
dude. I heard it was phenomenal, and I never watched it.
Really good.
It is
really good.
Beautiful. It is
Okay.
fucking beautiful. The colors alone, you can watch it
Yeah.
with the sound off. The colors
Oh.
alone will blow you away. It is
All right.
fucking beautiful.
Might have to go on a Disney
And the
movie bender.
music, fire. I used to, whenever I
Ooh.
was in Spanish class, to like get tapped into just like having a Spanish mindset and shit. Because one of my Spanish classes was at like 1 p.m. I'm like, I've been speaking English all day. I
You're
can't.
like, I
No
gotta lock
habla
on
de
that.
español.
Yeah, I was like, I
fucking
gotta
Spanish
get
mode,
tapped into
baby.
the, and so that was how I did it. Is
Yes.
I would load up the Coco soundtrack on Apple Music, and like literally, that's what I would listen to on my way to Spanish class to
Dude,
get me
that's
in that right
fire.
mindset.
That's
Dude,
a fire origin story for Spanish class. That's
it
lit.
is. It's fucking awesome. Coco
Okay.
is fire as fuck.
My Spanish teacher had a crush on me, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
But she was like a 54-year-old woman.
So
It was weird. She was always like coming up to me and like, oh, like Mateo, and like getting all close to me.
Whoa,
and, yeah.
whoa.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So this was like borderline about. So
Let me just tell, this is all you need to know
Yeah.
about this woman. So every time, all the
kinda
Spanish
creepy.
classes, they have like Spanish 1, 2, 3. I think
Mhm.
it went up to 5 at my high school, but
yeah, same here. Yeah.
every year in like the springtime, they would always do like a section on, and it was through all the classes just to learn about the culture, like the dances. So the salsa, all the Spanish dances, right? So
the
we would,
merengue.
yeah, like all that stuff.
Merengue.
So we would go into the cafeteria and like everybody just kind of standing there as like all the Spanish teachers like showing us how to move. And I was just standing there with my baseball buddies, right? And we were just doing whatever.
Yeah.
And she's just like dancing like in front of us, and she like grabs my arm, and she's like, come on, like come dance with me. And I was like, and I just like was freaking out. And then she's like, no, like do this. And she like, I didn't like put my hands on her hips, but I like
Yeah,
her
you did.
shoulders. And she was like all getting into it. And I was just like, oh, this, and all my friends are in the corner laughing at me. And she's like, see, you're good, Mateo. Like you're good. And I was like, I felt so uncomfortable. I was
I
like
don't know, man.
blushing. It
I
was
don't
the
know.
weirdest thing.
The blushing and the way he told that story, I think he did have his hands on
No.
his hips, Dalton.
I bet you did. Hey, ain't
I
nothing wrong
bet
with
he
it.
did. I bet he did. Your buddies ain't
Bro,
gonna
I'm
be
a-
messing with you that much.
I ain't trying to get in trouble. That was so weird. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, I can't even imagine. That's almost like being put on the spot, and that was like forced on you almost. That's kind of
She just yanked me from my buddies
yeah.
and just like forced me to dance, and I'm just like,
I would
this
be
is
like,
very
no,
uncomfortable.
no.
She was awesome though. She did.
Molestar. The bother.
No.
Bother.
Yeah,
that
dude, I always
was-
thought that weird. I always thought that word in Spanish was so weird.
Oh, dude, I
Like-
was the kid in 8th grade. Whenever we learned that word, that I was like molester.
God damn.
Of course you were. Of
Of
course
course you were. And like, I bet your teacher probably thought you were innocent, yet in your head, you know, that fucked up head. You're like, hey, I'm going to fucking cause an issue, molester.
Molester.
Somebody-
Oh lord.
Oh,
Dude.
man. I just
Oh my
wish somebody
God.
would have asked, like, what's a molester?
God damn it. Dude.
Only
nobody
you.
did.
Yeah.
Nobody
oh my
did.
God.
dude.
Okay. I have a story to tell actually. And then we'll get back on track to Dalton's
No, you're
story.
good. You're good. dude.
Yeah. No, so if we're on this yeah, fuck. I haven't thought about this in so many years, dude. So my sophomore year in Spanish class. So my freshman year I had a really cool teacher, still homies with her. She's fucking awesome. My buddy, you guys know Louise. Louise and I
Luis
were
Orlando
just
Figueroa.
we were so tight with her about soccer, and we would always talk soccer with her. She would always come to our soccer games. Like she was just a homie. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. It is not soccer. It is football.
Football,
El
Bobby Boucher.
Football. Si, senor.
Football.
So then fast forward to sophomore year, there is a different teacher. So this is just a lady that was born in the States, met a dude from Spain, ended up deciding I want to learn Spanish. And she learned it. She learned it really well. And then she's basically like a native speaker almost. It's crazy. But she was cool. But she was pregnant at the beginning of the semester and had to, when she had her baby midway through the semester, had to leave. And then we had a temporary substitute that was a long-term one come in. And I can't even for the life of me remember what her name was. We'll call her Marta. I don't know. Fucking, I was just thinking of a fucking random ass name.
Marta.
But so this lady comes in, and let me just say, I ran this class.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. I'm so
I
glad
know.
you went with that.
I know.
I ran this class, bro. I just fucked with this lady so much. And I like looking back, it wasn't even just like all me, but like she was so easy to fuck with because she was just so innocent, right? She had the squeakiest voice. She was like, hola. She sounded like fucking Dora.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds
Dude,
just
she
like
sounded
Dora.
like a human version of Dora. Swear to God.
Did she have
the map?
Did she have the homie boots with her too, or no? She have that homie boots.
And she God.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh my God.
Or did she
Let's
just
just
wear
say-
boots just as a part of the joke?
This lady came in and like was all big and bad. She's like a midget. She's like 4'9", and she
Oh,
has
yeah.
like the squeakiest voice ever. So she's literally Dora in human form. And Dude, somebody like fucked with her one time and asked, Senora, where's Diego? And she was like, what?
shit.
¿Qué?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I have so many, dude. I have so many fucking stories from this class because everybody just fucked with this lady and she just went with it because she was so innocent. I mean, for instance, one of my buddies, his name's Hanosh, and he one time just had a McDonald's cup. He had just gone to McDonald's for lunch, and he just starts fucking throwing it at the ceiling tiles. So she's
What the
I
turning
hell?
hope
around.
it was empty.
What the fuck?
on the
I know.
whiteboard. Oh, it was empty. It was empty.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good.
It was
Good.
empty, I promise. Okay. And so she's writing on the board, back turned to us. He just starts throwing it. And like the class, we just hear this thud noise. And we're like, what the fuck is that? And then like after a little bit, we all catch on, like, oh, it's fucking Keanu. She's like trying to get the cup, the straw stuck in the ceiling with the cup. And-
What an idiot. This kid.
oh my God.
And he got it though, huh?
So she's like clueless. She's clueless, right? And then she hears the noise and she's like, what is that? She turns around and starts looking around, like looking up at the ceiling kind of shit. And then she's like, okay, never mind. And goes back writing on her board. He fucking throws it again. Dunk. Falls down. Plastic, what is this? Then she fucking just turns around again, starts
He
writing on the
just
board.
keeps doing that.
And then he fucking tosses it. And this whole thing gets stuck in the
Yes.
ceiling.
Yes.
So the cup is still attached with lid and straw is stuck in the ceiling. And granted, it's like those ceiling tiles
Bro,
at like every school. Those things are
Them
not
straws
soft,
don't
dude.
go
They're kind of
anywhere.
hard. Dude, this thing gets just stuck. And there's a fucking McDonald's cup stuck up there. And then this noise she heard. She was like, okay, what is this? What is going on? Who's doing this noise? She doesn't see the fucking McDonald's cup.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
How you not gonna see the
So-
cup?
It's
So-
literally a McDonald's cup hanging from the roof. Like,
Now-
oh my God.
Now here's my real question here, because she didn't see the cup. Was it one of the largest that's like the fucking big McDonald's cup, or was it a medium? You know,
It was like
normal-sized
a
cup?
medium. It was
Okay.
like a medium. So
But
it
that's
was
still
so I can see
impressive,
that one
though.
a little.
It was-
impressive, no question.
yeah.
But to not see it, I understand not seeing a medium more than I understand not seeing it. If that bitch didn't see the large, what the fuck are you doing?
I know, bro. So fast forward to the end of class, right? The cup and the lid are still stuck by the end
Wait,
of class.
hold on. This
the
thing
end
stayed up the entire
all
class, and
class?
The
she
entire
didn't
class.
recognize
Oh,
it.
it gets
Shout out
better.
to McDonald's,
It
bro.
gets
God
better.
damn.
Oh no. Oh,
So
no.
the
Oh, God.
the lid and the cup finally just fall. The straw was stuck in the ceiling tile, and it just stayed there. And we as a class made a collective agreement that we were not going to touch that straw. We were going to let God do its thing with that damn straw.
Yes.
That thing was going to
yes.
stay up there until it needed to fall. And it was either going to be until it fell on its own or the teacher finally saw it.
Yoinked it. Yeah.
That thing lasted up there like 4.5 months. I'm not kidding you.
What?
4.5 months. There was just a straw stuck in the ceiling. And it took this lady 4.5 months to finally realize that there was a straw, because she comes to us and was like, did anybody notice the straw stuck in the ceiling?
Oh my god. Okay, so how tall is
That
ceiling are we
long?
talking here? Are we talking about like 8-foot,
Like-
10-foot ceilings, or are we talking about high ceilings?
Like, not super high to where, like, you know, like the desk, you can stand up on the desk and you can touch the
and
ceiling.
you can touch
So
it. Okay,
probably
so like
about
10 foot.
probably
10
about
foot type.
9-10 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude. Oh my God. And like, oh my God. That's the best story that I have from that. And I'll tell you one more. So like one of my favorite soccer players, his name's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I fucking love this dude because he gives no fucks, dude. He gives no fucks. He says that he's a lion. He calls himself, I am the lion.
Oh, I love
Lion.
that.
He's
Yeah, same.
so he's from Sweden.
Lion.
And he's the kind of guy that, like, he just backs up his talk, bro. Like, he will say, you know, like if he goes to a new soccer club in a new city, he's like he just went to Milan, right? Oh, Zlatan welcomes Milan. Milan does not welcome Zlatan.
What the fuck?
And then he's like, Zlatan is club. The club is not Zlatan. This kind of stuff, dude. He's awesome.
What
So
the
we would just
fuck?
like, I would just periodically go up to the chalkboard, go up to the whiteboard and just write Zlatan on there. And I just like would do it periodically throughout the day to see if she would notice. And she never would, until after a little bit, she started catching on and she was like, what is Zilton? I'm like, that's Zlatan. You don't need to know. Don't worry. She's like, okay.
She didn't erase it. Oh, he froze up for a second.
Oof a boof.
All right, we're waiting.
Yeah.
Zach may have timed out. Hang on.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
just minor technical.
She didn't erase it.
Oh no, so she finally started erasing it. And then it got to the point where if she wasn't paying attention, she was helping another student, I would just write it all over the board.
You read it like multiple times.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
you
dude,
just
you're an
fucking erase-
asshole.
Dude, I just did that for months and months. And she never got mad at me, dude. She's like, she always thought it was funny. And I eventually told her, I was like, it's a soccer player. I showed her and she thought that was cool. She was like, oh, Zlatan.
You're an asshole.
Until one day,
My
my
happened
buddy,
then?
until one day, my fucking buddy that got the straw stuck in the ceiling takes it upon himself. He's like, we're ending this now. Cause he also was a soccer player, loved Zlatan. He's like, we're ending this right now. Goes, gets a Sharpie, writes it on the fucking wall.
A Sharpie?
This man is bold.
Oh my God. And
bold.
what's funny is that I had already written like Zlatan on the board, even with my previous teacher. So she already knew what that was. So then when she came back, she saw that. She was like, did you do this? I'm like, no, I did not fucking do that. I swear. I did a lot of other shit, but I did not do that.
It was the quiet kid.
It was the quiet
He's the
kid.
quiet kid that
He's
when you
like that
ask him
kid
what
from
comes
Big Mouth
after-
with the rolly backpack.
I'm using my backpack as a dolly. I love that kid.
Dude, I watched like 5 episodes of season 4 on Saturday night because I just
Bro.
could not fall asleep.
What was the last
Seth
one you saw?
Rogen
Yes.
in
Oh God,
Dude,
I can't wait.
those
for that
camp
episode.
those camp episodes are so funny. They soup,
Dude, that
soup,
show.
soup, and then Andrew can't take a shit.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna spoil it, but that
Yeah, please
that
don't,
whole
please don't.
The poop
that whole
madness. The poop madness scene.
oh my god, dude.
Dude,
And then
yes. Yes.
Zach's new favorite character is gonna be Natalie.
Natalie,
Guaranteed.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna love Natalie, dude.
Do you pee laying
Okay.
down? The fuck? Do you pee laying down?
Oh my God.
Oh, dude,
That's where
that's
that came from. I've heard that before.
Oh,
That's a meme. Like that's like
Is it really?
a meme, I think. Yeah.
DJ
I've seen that
Pandejo makes
somewhere.
a return
Yeah,
as
Oh,
well in
fuck,
season
yeah.
4.
Back to the scene of the
DJ
crime where I made
Pandejo.
Thick in the warm.
Coach Steve. I fucking love Coach
I love
Steve,
that
bro.
guy.
That dude
Oh
is
man.
yeah. Oh my God, dude. I just watched the I can't remember if I'm at the end of season 1 or if I'm at the beginning of season 2. But I was just like
What just happened? What happened last that you remember? I can tell you. I've seen that. We literally, me and Morgan, like for some reason,
That's
can't
the-
fall asleep without the TV on. So we watch. But we used to watch The Office every night. That was our fall asleep show. Now
Big
the
Mouth.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Big Mouth.
it's the
I've seen this
episode
shit
where
so many times.
like Coach Steve is like the sex ed teacher, and he's like, as the sex ed teacher, am I supposed to have done the sex?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
He's talking-
yes.
he's talking to
people if
Mr.
it's
Lizer
bad that he
about it.
hasn't done.
Yeah, he's talking to Mr. Lizer about it. Yeah.
He's like, are you being serious?
Yeah. He's like,
Oh, just wait. It gets
truth be
better.
told, I have never done sex on a lady. Oh, that makes total sense. So what do you
Starts
do?
like-
You just have a lot of wet dreams or masturbate constantly?
What does he call those? The wet dreams? He calls them something.
Sheet sneezes.
Sheet sneezes.
Sheet sneezes.
Yeah, condoms are yogurt balloons.
Yes, dude.
Did you wear a yogurt balloon? No, those things taste terrible.
I just typed up best Coach Steve quotes from Big Mouth.
yes.
Read 'em.
Lay it
And
on us,
I'm
Bill.
gonna rattle off a couple of these.
Let's
once
hear
So
it.
this
for
loads up.
wait, before we continue. So like anybody that's confused that what we're talking about, Big Mouth is a very fucking inappropriate show on Netflix. It's great. Watch it.
Highly recommend it. Highly.
it's
if
funny.
you're 18 or older, watch it. It'll explain your puberty better than you ever could, and it is the most hysterical fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god, dude.
Hold on, I don't like this website because it's like a script. So
Oh, it doesn't just have the
Um,
lines.
let's see. Let's see.
DJ
Uh, Oh my god, dude! The
All right,
hormone
lay it on us.
monster.
Lay it on us. Give us like,
Okay, hold on. I'm
Oh.
just gonna go.
dude. We need to do hormone monster quotes too.
Oh,
my
no,
God.
no, we can't, dude.
You can't learn jizonometry in a classroom. You gotta get out in a field and jack off in a field. Scarecrow's watching. That guy's a fucking freak.
Okay, so there's one
can't with that,
episode
dude.
where Coach Steve says, "I pay my taxes in grapes." Um.
I
Okay,
wish.
so-
Dalton. He pays it. In
Okay,
I
so
steal
then
them
I
from
think
Olive
this-
Garden.
I think this is still the wet dream episode. So Miss G,
Okay.
which is like where Steve has a crush on her,
Yeah.
says, "Okay, Steve, you're going to have to learn your letters." And
Yeah.
Coach Steve says, "Well, obviously, I know the big song: TP, fat guys,
Sideways moon.
other fat guys, sideways comb." Miss G says, "Wow, that is a song." So he said, when he says TP, fat guy, sideways moon, other fat guy, and sideways comb, those are the first few letters of the alphabet. That's how he knows the alphabet. Okay. Okay, Coach Steve. So Coach Steve's hormone monster is Rick. Okay, so Coach Steve says, "I feel kind of nervous, I'm just a little fuzzy on the details." And then hormone monster Rick says, "Come on, you got it, baby." And Coach Steve says, "I think I gotta put my peener in her sweetie." And then hormone monster says, "That's it, man. Your peener is a choo-choo train and her sweetie is a townie."
Oh. What are you gonna do, baby?
Got it, baby.
Oh my god,
Dude, hormone monster Rick is fucking hilarious. Rick just I think one of the like the hormone monster Maury's quotes is he's like, "Oh yeah, that guy Rick, he's like Tracy Morgan. I don't know if he knows he's being funny, but he's fucking funny."
Or he says he's fucking hilarious or something. He's
Yeah.
like, that guy's fucking hilarious.
No, Rick is great. Watch fucking everybody listening, watch Big Mouth. It's great.
It's so
You may hate
inappropriate.
it, but I
It's-
promise you, you're gonna laugh your ass off at least once every episode or two.
It's borderline disturbing at times, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so fucking
So
funny.
we may have talked about it a little bit whenever Ryan was
Oh
here,
my god.
but whenever Big Mouth first came out, like the first season, me and Morgan were still living with my old roommate James and his girlfriend Alexis. And so there was one day, like shortly after it came out, whenever new shit comes out on Netflix, it's like at the top, but you don't know what it
Yeah.
is, so you skip it and you
Yeah.
go over to The Office, or you would at the time. And so James was like, "Dude, have you seen Big Mouth?" And me and Morgan were like, "No, it looks stupid." He was like, "Watch it. Swear to God, just watch it. I'm not gonna say shit about it. Just watch it." And then the first episode, within 5 minutes, there's a kid trying to go to the bathroom to jerk off. Like,
Yo, fucking Andrew, dude. That kid is. I mean, his character's funny, but the way he's depicted in that show is just so disgusting.
oh,
Like,
it's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
oh, it's horrible.
You know who I like of all the kids?
Jay, oh my god, dude, Jay is so. I love the episode where he's trying to find his sexuality, and he's got the pillow and the couch cushion.
Yeah,
You know
there's
what I'm
the
talking
fucking
about?
the Canadian TV show where it's
Yes.
where it's like some magician who's trying to find his sexuality too, and he's like, Canada? Wow, Netflix has so much money, they made a show just for me. Thank you, Ted Sarandis. Like,
Dude, that episode, like, well, that's the Valentine's Day episode, right? Because that's where he's like, I'm
Yeah.
the ultimate.
the fuck machine. We watched, so whenever my cousin Liam graduated high school, me and Morgan drove up to Davenport, Iowa to go to his graduation and stuff, right? Or his grad party. And so in his parents' house, which his parents and my parents are like great friends. He's not like my blood cousin, but he's my fucking cousin. You know what I mean? And so his mom Faith and her husband Gary, their house, their kitchen and their living room are like directly adjacent to each other. And so me and Morgan and Liam and his girlfriend Reagan were watching the Valentine's Day special in the living room while all the adults are at the kitchen table where the TV is completely visible and audible. And so the ultimate fuck machine part comes on and we watch the whole thing. We're all cracking up, dying in the living room.
Mhm.
The adults are completely silent in the kitchen because they don't understand the show. They never seen the show before, so they had no idea what to expect. And so at the end of it, I hear Faith like get up and walk to the little entryway of the living room, and she's like, "What the fuck are y'all watching?"
I can't believe shout out to Ryan and shout out to you, Dolt, for getting me hooked on that because I was like, I have nothing to watch on Netflix, and I just threw that on. I'm gonna always go back and watch it. I don't even care that it's a cartoon, dude. That show is so funny.
Jesse's bat mitzvah episode will never not be funny.
Oh, you boys need a yarmulke? You boys need a yarmulke? Or maybe no, it's you kids need a yarmulke because it's the scene with Andrew and Missy. You kids need a yarmulke?
Jew Fishman, the yarmulke distributor.
Bro, the fucking mail person just like walked right in. That was.
He just stared in the window,
like right.
He's looking at you.
Hey, little mama, let me drop off this envelope real quick.
That's woman, dude. There's like, dude, there's like 3 different male people that come. Like, I never know which one's it's gonna be. There's a dude, there's an old woman, and there's another young dude. I don't know. Male people are weird.
Is his name Clarence?
You know that sounds like a good male person name, or a good bartender name, or just a guitarist or a jazz player.
Or this dude who loses a rap battle to Eminem.
True.
Dude, I can't get over that fucking video.
This guy's Captain America.
Rap battle.
His real name's Clarence.
The one that's like of Eminem in the rap battle, and then it's like
number one to be
Fortnite. We're about to get down, and then it like matches perfectly.
It matches so well. There's so many videos like that they put like some dumbass meme song or something over it, and it matches well. One of my favorite vines from back in the day was they took one part where like he's rapping real close to the mic and somebody did a voiceover. Hi, my name is Eminem. Your girl wanted an Eminem, so I gave her the Eminem. And then there's like a cut to the crowd and it's this girl going, "Oh my god!"
I love the internet.
X Games mode.
Yeah, X Games.
The internet is a wonderful place, but a terrible place at the same time. Oh man. All right, we got really sidetracked. So Dalton, finish your story about your job.
Oh, so my new job, right? So I didn't work this weekend there because it's a 9 to 5 weekday job, which after like bartending and waiting tables for this long, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, understandable.
I don't hate it, but I'm
just more consistent hours for you.
Yeah, more consistent hours. I literally get up, I get to drive to beautiful downtown Knoxville every day, and go sit in an office and work on a bomb ass computer. Dude, my computer at my desk, 64 gig of RAM. i9. I don't remember the graphics card in it, but it's way better than the one in my computer, and the one in my computer slaps as is.
Is it a PC or a Mac?
It's a Mac.
It's an iMac?
It's an iMac. Big old
iMac.
See,
that's the cool thing about mine, like my iMac that I've got. I think I have, let me look. Yeah, I've got 32 of the 64 gigs installed right now, but I at any time could install the other 32. I can go up to 64.
It has like a slot for it that you can install it.
Yeah. I don't know how I would have to do that, but
there's probably some kind of like adapter or something in the back. that you could just
Yeah.
install it into. But dude,
That's
it is a
sick.
beast. Like they shoot all on Canon there at the company.
Ooh.
So like
Are
I
you
can
shooting
take
on
all my
your
shit
camera
there.
that you just got?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like I'll bring my
Perfect.
C200 to set every day, and that's camera A, and then I use their shit for camera B, because a lot of their stuff where it's corporate videos, you don't need a cinema camera. So they have
Yeah.
they have, what is it, a 1DX, which is like Canon's pocket cinema, and they have a
Beautiful.
I think the 5D Mark 4 or Mark 3, one of those two.
Dude.
And so I don't use the
Those are
5D at
good
all. Yeah, no, exactly. And I'm like, it's corporate videos. So it's not like it'd be
Oh,
one thing if they were doing narrative stuff and they didn't have a cinema camera. I'd be like, come on, guys, what the fuck? But it's all
yeah.
corporate videos. So it's like, it's literally
Oh,
tripod, basic lighting, and then a sound, like a good sound piece. But so I brought this because that's like the camera that I'm most familiar with now. I guess
yeah.
technically I'm most familiar with the C100, but whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
So the C200, I bring that every day, and I can use my lenses or their lenses depending on like how we're doing the setups. And then I use the 1DX for the B shot. So usually for the
Yeah.
close up, because the cinema camera has a greater depth of field, I'll use the cinema camera, and then for the wide shot I'll use the 1DX.
Yeah.
Either way. So on Friday we went and filmed at this hospice place. I think I talked about that earlier. And
Yeah.
then chopped it up a little bit, got it basically done with the exception of titles and like
Mhm.
motion graphics and stuff like that I added to it. And then Monday I went in and worked until like 3-ish.
Okay.
And I got all that done. And then one of our other clients is this like workout equipment company called Dynabody, which is based out of Maryville, Tennessee, which is just like southwest of Knoxville.
Okay.
It's like an adjacent city. It's not a far drive at all. But they already had all this shit shit shot. And so I just had to edit it. The dude who is like doing the interview is this
Mhm.
jacked ass bodybuilder
Oh,
named Big
God.
Mike.
Big Mike.
Dude, and so it was he seems like a great dude. He was my boss's strength and conditioning coach when my boss played high school football in Newport, Tennessee. Dude, he's so jacked it looks like he like strains his neck to talk. He's that fucking
That's
shredded.
crazy.
The man is
Oh,
literally
God.
rock solid.
Jesus.
And so he builds
Dude,
and
those kinds of
designs.
people, you can only just like look at them and you're just like, what the
fuck? It's nah, he is a fucking boulder of a human. And
Big
so,
Mike.
God.
yeah, and so like the first shot that I saw of this is just Big Mike standing there, and he looks like he's growing as he talks. And and so he's like, oh, what is it? He's like, hey, this is Big Mike from Dynabody, and today I'm going to tell you about our Dynabody power press. And it's this,
God.
but so the shit that they design, I mean, it's like professional weight training gear and shit like that. So like, I'm sure a lot of like college athletics and professional like private gyms and stuff like that have
Yeah.
probably a lot of their shit. Because it's actually like after editing those videos of it, dude, this fucking Dynabody company is making some crazy cool shit. They have
That's cool.
one of the videos that I chopped up for them for like their website was a standing bench press, because like a lot of times
Whoa.
whenever you get older, right, your shoulders have limited mobility, or if you're like just getting into it and you can't quite get under the bar, right,
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to get that first press up. But so this thing, you're
Yeah.
standing and pushing it forward, but it has like a compensator and a like range what's it called, like a range limiter for your shoulders, so that you can get under weight like properly. And you're
Yeah.
standing, so like, and you're standing up, so your posture can be wherever it needs to be comfortable, and all that matters is
Yeah.
your shoulders. Dude, it's fucking incredible. They're making some
That's
crazy
awesome.
cool
That sounds
shit.
crazy.
But so like I got all their videos chopped up on Monday. They had like 3 highlight videos, got all them chopped up, motion graphics, titles, all this kind of shit on there. And then today I went in at 8:30 and I left at 4:30. And I got one of their other clients. This is the big one, is the Tennessee School of Beauty, which is
Mhm.
like it's the leading beauty school in the Southeast and Tennessee at least, but it's one of the biggest
Mhm.
ones and one of the like most prominent ones in the country.
Dang.
Yeah, and
That's
so
pretty cool.
we do all their shit. And so they
That's
wanted to do a
awesome.
series called TSB for me, where they basically just highlight like a bunch of the reasons that people go there, just to,
Yeah.
drive in more people to the school.
Yeah,
Which
yeah, of
makes
course.
sense. Yeah, it's marketing. So, and so like I got all those edited, and by the end of the day, I think I have like 2 more pieces, maybe 3 more pieces that I need to get done before we're like a month or 2 ahead.
Damn.
Which we were behind last week whenever I got hired.
Yeah. And then
And,
that
like-
just means y'all can just go out and shoot more shit, and then y'all are
Yep.
way ahead, and
Yeah,
y'all can just rake in more money. That's
Exactly,
dope.
and go get more clients and stuff. What I'm really excited about, I didn't get a chance to tell Matt this earlier, so you'll both hear this, but like in the fall, right now my boss is working on a deal with Sevierville high schools to get their broadcasting rights.
Mhm.
And so
Ooh.
since I'm the lead like videographer and creative director, I'm going to get to do broadcast directing, which I never got to do whenever I worked at the SEC network whenever I was in college.
Yeah, yeah.
I was basically just a camera op, which was cool, but like now I look back on it and like I was just camera bitch.
Camera bitch.
Which, hey, not to flex, but I was on camera 1, the overhead camera that you see the most, and
oh, he got that little dab in
got
there
a little
too.
dab in there.
Yeah,
But so
yeah,
now
yeah.
I think we're gonna, if we can't get a streaming platform set up on our website, then we're just gonna do it through YouTube and have that like routed on our website, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna get to like sit on the switch and like have a headset on and dictate, all right, camera 1, take 1. All right, camera 2, let's get a beauty shot of the quarterback
Nice.
after the pick or after the touchdown. All right, take that. All right, go. And
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
you're
gonna get to do
coordinating
that
everything.
shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna get, not
That's
only am I
sick.
gonna get like on set and corporate video experience, but I'm gonna get broadcast direction experience doing this.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's lit, dude. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm
So-
so happy for you.
I'm really excited. It's gonna be a great time. And then with Olive Garden, I told them that I needed to go to a pickup schedule because like I'm not gonna have time for this shit anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So with a pickup
Yeah,
schedule,
that was gonna be my
though,
next question, was whether or not you're gonna have to leave Olive Garden, because is this like a full-time position, or is it
Yeah,
really
I'm
just like
doing-
when they need you?
I'm doing 40 hours a week, 9 to 5. If
Yeah.
we don't have a new client and we're not shooting, I'm editing something. Or
Yeah.
what he wants to do once we get like caught up and a little ahead is he wants to like bring our YouTube presence up. So we're gonna do like day in the life at the office and stuff like that kind of thing.
Smart. Love
Mhm.
that stuff.
Yeah, so that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be just a lot of fun to do as
Yeah.
well. And like the guys that I'm working with are fucking great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Heck
But-
yeah.
But so with Olive Garden, I'm going to what's called a pickup schedule, which if you worked in food, you know that a pickup schedule is basically means you're quitting, but you're letting them down easy. And so the big thing
Yeah,
the
okay.
big thing that I'm gonna miss with waiting tables is like you get cash that night.
Mhm.
That's the best part.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the rule is with Darden restaurants, if you switch to a pickup schedule, you have to pick up at least once a month before they terminate you. Because as long as I'm on a pickup schedule, I could go to fucking Olive Garden, Longhorn, Cheddar's. We don't have what is it? We don't have one here, but it's like Yard House,
Mm.
and like 2 other
Mhm.
places, and I can get
yeah.
I can get the employee
Yeah.
discount and stuff. And so they don't want to just give that away
Nice.
to anybody,
Understandable. Yeah.
So as long as you work like one shift here and there, you can still keep it and keep that discount. But so that's what I'm gonna do. So like occasionally on like a Friday night or a Saturday night or something, I'll pick up a shift, make $150, and then not go back for a month. And like at the very least,
Might as
that's
well.
just beer
Free
money.
breadsticks too.
Literally, yeah, free breadsticks. That's just
Yeah.
beer. So,
Beer money.
Yeah. Yeah.
but now
No, literally,
that,
that can support your fucking alcohol habits. Literally, that's self-sufficient for us.
100%.
You could stock up the fridge with that tequila, bro.
Tequila.
Tequila, fucking try some new beers, for the boys.
And
Here's for the boys.
technically, I'm still an employee at Regal Cinemas.
Shit.
And they're supposed to be opening. Here's the thing that I'm pissed about, though. I got an email from like our corporate head
Yeah.
because their corporate office is in Knoxville. Even though they're a fucking worldwide chain, their corporate office is in Knoxville.
Wow, I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Didn't know
it's,
that either.
it's on the same street I'm working at now. It's off Gay Street.
Oh, he's making it big time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's
no,
on the big street in Knoxville.
It's no, literally, like my next door neighbor of my office is the Tennessee Theater.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's kind of a flex. What's it called though? But so I got this email from Regal Corporate that we should be receiving emails from like the GMs and stuff because they're planning on opening in mid-April. I haven't heard shit from anybody.
Well, that GM hates you, doesn't he? Because
Yeah,
you told
he
him how to
hates
do
me.
his job.
But so yeah. No, he fucking hates me. But so I went to our bartender group chat that like it's been inactive for a couple months now. Occasionally people will send like memes and dumb shit and stuff in there, right? But like it's been inactive for a little while. And I went in there and I was like, hey, did y'all see the email from corporate? And they were like, yeah. I was like, do y'all have anything from, I'm not gonna say his name, Tony, our GM?
Call him Richard, so we can call him a dick.
Dick, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a dick. I was the dick in this situation, but like it was 100% worth it.
At least you
Yeah.
admitted it. At
Yeah.
least you admitted it.
Oh no, I definitely did it intentionally because I really the GM before him was the guy who hired me, and he was
Mhm.
awesome. And now this guy, like, he's not it. Anyway, whatever. No one has heard shit from him or anybody from our store or anything. So we don't know. Like they
Yeah.
could be, for all we know, everyone quit and they're rehiring the whole staff. And if that's the case, I'm going there when they open and I'm gonna order so many milkshakes.
Why?
Have I not told you? Dude, the
No.
milkshake machines at the bar are the biggest pain in the ass ever.
Oh.
They're the
You should
biggest
request that
fucking
that guy
pain.
makes it for you.
Yeah,
I want him
dude,
to fucking
it was-
personally make
okay,
that
so,
milkshake
like,
for me.
We used to say, I mean, y'all know the thing Michael Jordan said, fuck them kids, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You only say it every time we play Call of Duty.
Every time we would get a milkshake order, the little like ticket thing would go do, and you'd look at it, and the left side would be milkshakes, the right side would be cocktails. And so if it was from the left side, it's like, oh fuck them kids. And so
Michael Jordan.
literally Michael Jordan was right. You know, whenever we had like a full bar, there were like kids nearby or something, we wouldn't say
Yeah.
fuck them kids all the time. Sometimes we would. But we'd be like, man, Michael Jordan was right, or something like that, if we were trying to,
Yeah.
censor it.
You all get the reference at least. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so whenever Frozen 2 came out, we had a small part, I guess a decent sized party, rent out our smallest theater, which was only like 40 seats. It's only 40 seats, but we got a ticket with 48 milkshakes on it. That means some little fat kids got 2.
Oh my god.
Dude, literally,
What?
like we're in a rush, and we have a private theater, and we got 48 milkshakes. It literally went
48.
like
Oh
it was
no.
so, and the milkshake station behind the bar was like just a little corner,
Oh my
no bigger than
God.
my desk. So it's like enough room for 1.5
Oh my
people to work there.
God.
And so the
Ugh.
guy who was working it that night, his name's Corey. We were like, we
he
always
hated
put
his
him on the
life,
milkshake
probably.
station because like there was the milkshake station, but there was a TV right above it.
Uh-huh.
And Corey liked to dabble in specific substances. And so it would be
Stupid
funny.
Corey.
It'd be funny to watch this motherfucker work on the milkshake station because he'd have like one AirPod in,
Jesus.
watching TV, doing nothing, right? As soon as it went to commercial, this motherfucker looked like the Flash.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
He'd be, because it's all hand spun and shit. So you gotta like set
Yeah,
it
yeah,
up,
yeah.
you gotta set the power, you gotta set it.
Oh
And there were 6 spindles. And he'd be watching it, there's nothing going. As soon as it hits commercial,
Jesus.
and they'd all be 6 going at the same
He's-
time. And then he'd get them out so fast all of a sudden, but you'd be like, where the fuck are they? And he's like, I haven't started on it. And like watching TV, commercial, 90 seconds later.
I got this.
90
Say-
seconds
say
later, there's
less, say
12
less.
of them done.
Hey, it don't
what
matter
the
how
fuck?
he get. It don't matter how long it takes him to get it done. As long as he gets it
If
done,
he gets them,
that's all that matters, right?
bro. I'm surprised his name ain't Justin, bro. He's cracked his
He's
shit.
cracked, bro.
Seriously.
It was
He's
fucking
cracked at
hilarious.
Fortnite, my guy.
And like, I don't know. I doubt there's any way he'll ever see this because I think he like deleted all of his social media. He's like way off the grid and shit now.
Oh,
He's a
shit.
funny ass dude, but
Is he
like,
making moonshine?
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I haven't talked to him in
He
like a
probably
year and
making
a half.
moonshine.
So,
Cooking crack.
dude, just like I've never seen anything like that where he's in a different world and then it's like, all right, commercial, lock in, and he just gets locked in instantly, and he pumped out 12 in like 90 seconds. He'd
That's
set up the
crazy.
fucking cups, dude. It was
So how does it
insane.
work? how does it work when like he's in the middle of that and then the TV comes back on from commercial break? Does he just stop what he's doing?
That's where okay. So with that, he would like start watching the TV again, and then he'd like glance away and glance away and glance away and glance away, and as soon
Until
as he
he's
would get
done.
them all cleared off,
He's
then he's back on the TV.
and what's he watching? Is he
Bro,
watching
it
like
didn't
sports?
matter. It didn't matter.
He
It
just,
didn't
like,
matter what
watched
was
Just
on TV.
whatever.
Yeah, like during the day sometimes we had this manager named Kaylee who would put on HGTV on like some of the TV because at Cinnabar we had like 40 TVs or some shit like that. So like
Yeah.
one or two of them being on some weird shit, nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Now on Sundays, I used to always work Sunday mornings whenever the NFL was on. Bro, I would get there early so I could grab the remotes and set all the we had Sunday Ticket. I would set
Oh,
every
yes.
fucking game in the league up.
Nice.
Every single one. But so like, days like that, it could be HGTV, it could be like Friends, it could be The Office sometimes. It would be like Food Network or Two and
So
a
you ever
Half
watching
Men.
like some nature shows?
Yeah, like Discovery would be on, Animal Planet be on sometimes.
Dude,
That's
I would
sick.
pay to see this man's reaction to like a lion or a tiger hunting something down, and I just want to see his
Mhm.
like face.
Bro, his eyes might go like,
He'd be
and then that's it. Like he had such a just straight face. No, dude just existed locked in.
wow.
And he could
I mean,
unlock and relock into something completely different like that.
I mean, like respect
Dude,
to a
exactly.
certain extent, but
exactly.
it's like, how does this man drive?
I
If
have
he's
no
like-
idea. I have no
Because that's
idea.
kind of scary thinking about, like if he's like so like zoned into whatever he's doing that he can't stray from the focus until he deviates and does something else.
Yeah.
Like, how does he keep his focus while he's driving?
I don't know. I mean, he'd be
Shit.
fried making milkshakes.
Hey man,
But he was locked in.
people are made for different things on this planet, man. Maybe that man was just made to be a fucking milkshake maker.
I don't know. He was a solid bartender, like as far as working with guests and stuff. But that was
Yeah.
where that was where I was probably the best. Was
Yeah.
like I
Mhm.
could run the bar seats. That was my shit. As far as like making tickets for the theaters or like for tables and stuff, fuck that. I want to sit
Give it to
down,
that dude.
talk to you, joke around with you, and then make your drink in front of you. Like that's what I liked. But hey, if they reopen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Olive Garden to fuck off, and I'll go work the bar on Saturday nights.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
I mean, I'm sure you get better tips there too, huh?
It's all right. I mean, it's hit or miss. You got to split between people as
Okay.
a bar team.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I got a
Olive
story.
Garden, you
Speaking
just
of,
commit that tax fraud.
100.
I got a story. Speaking of, it kind of ties into being locked in, but I was on my Snapchat memories a couple weeks ago, and I was looking through, and something popped up. It's like your story 3 years ago, or was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, and so Zach and I used to be part of this organization at UNM called the Lobo Life. And they would just go on like adventures throughout the state. Like you go to outside places, you do stuff like at UNM, in Albuquerque, whatever. One of the adventures that they had was a Sunday basketball game for UNM. And basically we would get to go there early and we would get a tour of the pit and just kind of chill. So we got there early. They gave us a tour of the pit, and we were there like an hour before tip. So no one was in the pit or whatever. We were just kind of sitting there. And so we're just like sitting there on our phones, twiddling our thumbs after the tour. And this guy comes up and he's like part of the promotion team. And he comes up to like, because it was me, Zach, and Brad, and like a couple other students, but he comes up to us, right? He's like, hey, do you guys like want to do a promotion for the game? And I was like, oh, like, what is it? He's like, oh, basically all you have to do is hold up a salsa jar sign, and however many points the Lobos score in the first half, that's how many salsa jars you get. And I was like, so if they score like 50 points, I get 50 free jars of salsa. He's like, yeah. I was
Fuck
like,
yeah.
I was like, at first I was like weirded out. I was like, well, can I split it with my friends? She's like, well, it's really only meant for one person. So Zach and Brad are like, no, like you do it. And I was like, all right. So I did it. So I had this giant salsa sign and I just had to like hold it up and go crazy with it
For literally
like
like 15 seconds.
15 seconds. But before, like after I went crazy with it, like whenever the Lobos would score, I would just go crazy with the sign, like as like to cheer him on or whatever. And there was a dude that was a couple rows behind me. He's like, dude, put the fucking Salsa Jar sign down. I'm trying to watch the fucking game.
Damn.
He was so mad. But
I'll give
anyways,
you a jar. Shut the fuck up.
so they were, it was like a pretty big game. I think they were playing like UNLV or something like that. And it was for like
Matt, you should have said that shit. You should have been like, no, fuck you. I got the Salsa Jar.
I thought
beat the
about it.
shit out of him with the sign.
Dude, that guy was a dick. Fuck that guy. But
Fuck that guy.
anyways,
Wait, I feel like Brad said something to him too, right? He was like,
I'm sure Brad
know
said
sure
something.
Brad
I feel like
did.
he said he asked him like if he was on his period or something like that, or
He
"Shut up,
did. No,
Karen."
Brad definitely said
I
that.
think he was
at-
like, "Are you
asked
on
him
your
if he was on
period,
his-
buddy?" And he's like, "No, just put the sign down." I'm trying to
He
watch
definitely
the game.
said something like that.
Oh my god.
But anyways, kind of being tied to being locked in, it was like a big game for UNM. They were playing UNLV, I think, and it had a lot for the Mountain West tournament that was in a couple weeks.
yeah.
So they ended up scoring 42 points in the first half, which was like awesome because if I'm being honest with you, I don't even remember the last time the Lobo basketball team scored 42 points in a half. Like it's been forever. So after the
They were locked in.
game, or the cheerleader came and got the sign for me, but after I got 42 free jars of the Sadie salsa that I sent you, Dalton.
Oh shit.
So I had I gave some to Zach. I gave some to Zach to give
Yeah.
his family, to Louise. I gave some to my family. We had that shit for like a year, bro. And yeah,
Yeah,
That's
It was-
fucking awesome.
bro.
yeah. It wasn't the
should've
big
seen
jars, but it was like the
how-
mini jars. But it was so.
Yeah.
I think I have a picture of it, dude. It was
dude.
insane. It
If
was
you can find the
send me
picture,
the-
we got to make that the cover of the podcast episode.
I can
Yeah.
find it for you. I think it's on my Facebook.
Hell
me
yeah.
see.
Just send me
Dude,
the video of like him going to pick it up, and there's just like boxes just
It's
filled with
crazy.
jars, bro. I was like, oh my, like it's one thing to have like, oh, I'm getting 42 jars of salsa. It's another to be like, holy shit, this is 42 jars of salsa.
I
yeah.
didn't like. I was thinking to
and you're
myself, like
talking, like-
42 jars isn't that much, and then I like pick it up from the place, and I'm like, oh my god, is this all gonna fit in my
Yeah.
truck? Like, holy shit, it was crazy.
And like, how much would you say like a Sadie's jar of salsa is? Like $5.99
Oh,
probably.
at least, dude. I
Maybe
was
even-
like, there's. Well, Zach and I were
Yeah.
thinking too, like beforehand.
So
there's
we'll
like,
do
there's like if
$6.99
the
times
Lobos.
40. You got almost $300. You got almost $300 worth of salsa.
That's
We
fire.
were thinking to
That's
ourselves,
crazy.
like, there's like if the Lobos somehow magically scored 60 points in the first half, there's no way they're just gonna give me that many free jars. I got 4, and I showed up to the place, and the owner and like the store manager came out, and he's like, yeah, like need to run back. So I pull up behind back, and they're like loading. He's like, well, what? So I got like half hot and then half like not as hot, which is like the mild version. And
right. I was just about to ask. that.
I'm talking to him, and he's like, honestly, dude, like you were the only student the whole season that went crazy with the sign. You gave us so much marketing. Like the salsa jar sales increased by like 5% within that week. Like, so thank you for that. So I think they threw in like more than 42 jars or something like that.
They
but
probably
it was
gave you
crazy.
50 or 45 or something.
Dude, I
wanna
had
say-
so much. It was crazy.
I want to say I remember a conversation with Matt where he like told me I think it was like 50. They just like rounded out the number, made it, just more of a,
Well, yeah, and I remember too, like I posted about it on Facebook, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, like can I have one?" And I was like,
Yeah,
"Yes,
right.
like I can."
And he's like, bro, I'm only giving
this.
this to certain people. Like, you got to be like a close homie or family.
Oh,
I
got
remember,
the picture.
You
dude,
got the picture? Let me see.
I'm
it.
gonna
Let's see it.
We-
I'm gonna text it to you so you can see it.
Oh hell
Bro,
yeah! I'm so excited. for
he
this.
sent some back with me, or he either sent some back with me to
No,
give
I sent
to
some back with
Louise.
you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, no, to give to Louise. I can't remember if he had sent some back with me or if when Louise came to New Mexico, we
No,
gave him some.
I think I gave you some to give to Louise because like
Okay,
the
yeah.
week I got it, it was like our spring break or something.
Okay,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So that was what it was. So we gave Louise and his family like one of the not as hot jars of salsa because if you know if you know a thing or two about Puerto Ricans, they don't do spicy, bro. They don't do
No.
spicy. So
No, Morgan
Louise
hates
tried it and
spicy.
he was like, oh, he's like, that's still kind of hot. Like it's not that bad. Like I want to try the hot one, but like it's still kind of spicy. He said his dad tried the not as hot. We're like, this is mild. Like it's just tomato sauce.
Yeah.
His dad apparently was like about to have a heart attack. It was so
Oh
hot
my
for him. He was like
God.
sweating and it was like, this is hot. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I can't imagine how his dad would have reacted to that actual hot one because that is fucking hot. Holy shit.
We got you the hot one, right? Did you like that?
Yeah, it was the hot. Oh, that was
And
my
he
shit,
liked
bro.
it.
I went through that like crazy. I remember
See-
we were in a cabin with Morgan's family, bro. I brought it down there for that, and
You'll
Morgan's
polish it off,
stepdad-
right?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, we didn't finish the whole thing that weekend, but there was like that much at the end of the weekend because like her stepdad doesn't really fuck with spicy like that either. But I kind of got him into it. I was like, come on, Brian.
Nice.
I was like,
You
come
get
on,
him
Brian.
just drunk enough.
Eat this shit with me. And he did, bro. I would get like the little we had like the little paper bowls, you know. I would just fill
Yeah.
that shit up, and I was just like dinner.
You would just eat it
Yes.
straight. Oh my
Oh,
god.
dude, not straight.
so
I mean, like
good,
I would
bro.
have chips. Obviously, I'm not a barbarian,
yeah.
but
It's not
Well,
a
see,
psycho.
I'm from here, and like that's apparently the New Mexico staple. I don't think it's my favorite salsa, but it's good. And obviously, with that, like we had it for so long, we were just constantly eating it, so we just got high off of it. So it's
yeah,
like,
Oh,
like
so good,
Sadie's
dude.
salsa. But they gave when I was at the game too. This is a subliminal detail I left out, but they gave me a jar of salsa, but it was like so Sadie's makes a different salsa, but it's like Lobo theme. It's got the UNM Lobo on it, and it says salsa, and it tastes different than this one. And they sell that one at the stores too. So that
Ooh.
one's really good. But as I'm doing the promotion, one of the cheerleaders comes up and gives me the jar of the Lobo salsa. So I'm like holding up the sign, and I think I gave the salsa jar to Zach or Brad, and they're like holding it. We're all going crazy. But I'll never forget. It's like I had this jar of salsa, and it's just
This is
sitting here. And
iconic.
Brad just like dipped, like he was gone for 10 minutes.
And we were
And he
like, where
comes
did
back.
he go?
He comes back with a bag of tortilla chips. He's like, yeah, I just spent like $8 on this fresh tortilla chips. So I literally like, he's like, open that jar of salsa. So I open this jar of salsa, and we're just like throughout the whole student section, like everybody's like looking at us,
Bro,
like, I want some chips and salsa. So
it
we
was-
just shared
Picture
the
this, picture this.
salsa dish.
Picture this, okay? It's like you're the kid in like elementary school that you just opened a new pack of gum. Everybody fucking wants a piece of gum. That's what this was like, dude. It was like fucking seagulls coming to us. Like, can I just like have one chip? Like, I'll just
I'd be one of them fucking kids, bro. I know I
Dude.
would. I'd be like,
Oh
"Them
my
motherfuckers
God.
have salsa down there, shit."
So I'm gonna send in
Yeah.
the group chat like how that day progressed. Like, well, I sent the picture
Oh,
in our
dude, it's
text group
awesome.
chat.
It's so
But on
much.
on
Yeah.
Snapchat, I'm gonna send
so
like how
awesome,
that
dude.
day progressed because I've got it all on video. We were
That's-
so
dude.
hyped that day.
that's
then,
so
like-
much
and, like,
salsa.
Fucking, I love Brad, dude. Brad is iconic for moments like that. This is like a slight deviation. Like, this is a slight side story.
Ooh,
So like,
sidebar.
there's like 3 times a year at UNM because it's an open campus that these like crazy religious dudes come and like just scream at college students, like
Right, yeah.
trying to convert them to whatever. Like, we don't even know what they're talking about half the time. Like, this one dude is consistently been there over the 3.5 years that I went to UNM.
Right.
And he's always like, this dude's fucked up. Like, I would fucking punch this dude if I could, but there's always cops in there. Like, dude, this dude, I want to punch him for other students because he like yells at Muslim girls, like, take that thing off your head, talking about their hijab. I'm like, dude, can you shut the fuck up? Like, don't be a douche. Like, that's their religion. Like, you focus
leave
on your
people
shit,
alone.
right? Yeah, like, let them live their life. If like we saw a dude with a fucking yarmulke and he was like, take that thing off. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, chill out. Anyways.
Hey, he better watch out. That kid's gonna turn into a lawyer and sue his ass.
Oh yeah, dude.
what I
Fucking
mean?
A, man. So we're sitting out there. We're just like watching this dude because everybody just watches how idiotic these people are.
Mhm.
And we're like talking shit about this dude to like some other college students that are around us. And like Brad just goes, hey, does anybody else want some popcorn to watch this idiot?
Yeah.
And he just runs into the sub and fucking goes in, buys 3 bags of popcorn, pops them, just brings them out and just hands them out to tables. And we're just all eating popcorn, just watching this dude yell at this Muslim girl for no reason. And she's roasting his ass. Like, good for her. Like, I was
Yeah.
super proud of her that day. And then he starts yelling at like a Mormon dude. Like he was yelling at all kinds of people.
How do you
I'm
know
like,
he was a
dude, like,
Mormon? Was he wearing the shirt?
I don't know, bro. Dude, he was yelling at everybody, bro. If he looked at them and thought that they were something different than what he expected them to be, he would just yell at them and he would like call them idiots. He'd be like, you're being taught at this establishment to go against what God and Christ and all. Oh my God, dude. It's like he's basically a radical Christian or whatever. Like he's
That's what
so
people do who couldn't get into college.
Oh yeah.
That dude pissed me off, dude. I hated that guy.
He's so fucking annoying, dude.
We were just
And
trying
him
to
and this
enjoy
other
our Chinese food from the Chinese
Yeah.
restaurant that they had in the sub. And this guy's just like going off on a tangent about how like if you're not exactly him, Jesus hates
Yeah.
you. It's like, dude, you
Yeah.
know nothing about religion.
That's
all.
the opposite of what Jesus did. Jesus loved
Exactly.
everybody. Jesus didn't
Exactly.
give a
Like you're
fuck.
missing the whole point, buddy. And that's what I told him like once, and he got really pissed. I was like, "You need Jesus, buddy." And he was like, "Hey," and just goes on this tangent. And like, there was always people that would walk by and just be like, "Shut the fuck up," or "Fuck you,"
Yeah.
and just yell at him. And I'm like, "Respect, bro, respect."
I hated that guy.
But
Did y'all see
Yeah,
the thing
Brad-
on Barstool where it was like a guy like that, but he had a megaphone and he was like, "Now, if you've actually read the Bible, you know that Jesus died for
Yes.
your sins. So if you're not sinning, Jesus died for nothing. Now I'm gonna go back to my apartment and smoke some pot."
see y'all.
Yes, dude.
Yes, dude. I saw that. I was dying, bro. Because he takes the megaphone and everybody's like, "What the fuck is this dude saying?" Like,
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
like he's about to say some crazy
You
shit.
assume he's gonna
And
be
then
an
he says
asshole.
that, and then they all applaud him or
Yeah.
something. Oh my god. Or I just saw it. Now that we're on the topic of this, I just saw another one that I think was either on Barstool or I saw it on TikTok.
Mhm.
And it's this dude, and he's up on this like ledge, and he's just like preaching. He's got his Bible in hand,
Right.
and there's just this squad of like frat dudes that are just there going, "Sheesh, sheesh," and they're like all doing it in unison. And he goes like, "What the fuck are you saying? Why do you sound like squirrels?" Like, ah, and they're like, "Sheesh." Another example of the internet. Just, I love it.
Do you guys see that meme that like became a thing? I think it was last week where it's like, "Stop crying, it's just a movie," or "It's just a game."
Yeah,
and then it's like the game.
Yeah.
Bro, I was just going through our Instagram group chat and I forgot I sent you guys the one of the mission where Ghost dies in Modern Warfare 2. Oh, dude, that one like brought a tear to my eye. And then I see like one where it's like the Avengers Endgame and all this crap, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, the internet is so depressing sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now, not
hate that
depressing
mission,
though.
bro.
I saw y'all went to a fucking baseball game.
Dude, okay, I gotta shout out my
did.
boy. I don't know if he's gonna listen to this, but I'm gonna text him later. I gotta shout out two of my boys. Actually, the guy who pitched the first game, Nathaniel Garley. I played with him at El Dorado.
Hell yeah.
He pitched a hell of a game in that first game, and they beat Nevada that first game. And then the second game, I gotta shout out my boy Zach and I's boy Justin Armbruster. Dude
Okay.
is 100% gonna get drafted. He had 11 Ks through 5 1/3. Dude's a
Fuck yeah.
hoss.
God
He's
damn.
a goddamn hoss. And I told him, I was like, as long as you don't get drafted by the Red Sox or the Mets, I'm buying whatever team hat that you get. I'm gonna buy the hat and I'll wear
Yeah.
it. Like I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna get drafted. But he would do this
He's gonna be
savage
good.
thing every time he struck somebody out, bro. He would like he would strike somebody out, right? And then he would like point to the ground or like look at the ground. He like waved to the ground. It was just like this subliminal
What the
savage thing that
fuck?
he did. Just like what Zach's doing right now in the video podcast. But
And
there was
at
this-
one point, he
Oh,
struck
yeah.
out 3 people back to back to back to close out the inning, obviously. And he just like fucking starts McGregor walking off the mound towards the dugout. I was like, "That's my fucking boy."
Yes.
it was so nice to go to a baseball game. I didn't even care if it was college league, whatever, but I got to
Dude,
sit at a
anything.
baseball game and drink a beer. I was so happy.
We
I
had a
Zach
couple
and I
of
both
buds,
got to do that.
buds for the boys.
But I will say,
Oh,
there was this parent on Nevada, and
we were
this
chirping
person
some
was
dude.
these parents are so goddamn stupid. They're the only Nevada people there. Everybody's a UNM fan except for this wife and this husband.
Naturally.
And there's, I mean, credit to their son. I will give props where props is due. the son is a true freshman who sat out all of last year because of COVID. They didn't have a season.
Yeah.
He's a true freshman and he played both games, right? So in the second game, we finally figured out who the kid, like why they were there for their son.
Yeah.
So he was the DH in the second game, right?
Yeah.
And
He crank one.
no. Justin
no,
made
no,
this
no.
kid look silly, bro. Like he K'd his ass twice.
Oh yeah, bro. He struck out swinging every time.
We just kept saying like because my brother was there with us too. When we found out it was their kid, like I was kind of loud. I was like, God damn, this kid's just completely lost in the box.
Yeah, we
Like,
just
I
kept
was
like yelling that
loud.
out, but like, you're lost, buddy. Go back to
You're
the dugout.
lost?
You're lost.
You're lost. Like
I love
take the bat
heckling,
off your
yes.
shoulder.
Yeah, and he's like the dad.
The dad kept on saying like ASU, and I was like, buddy, your son plays for Nevada, bro. Like
Yeah,
this
you're in
isn't
the wrong
ASU.
place. Yeah.
And then so Zach had left, but the kid got a third at bat, and Justin was kind of struggling, so he was up. He got to 3-0 in the count, so the guy had he had 3 balls on him.
Right.
And there was runners on second and third with 1 out. So the coach is like,
Ooh.
just put him on. We'll load up the bases and we're going to pull you and put in a reliever because Justin was getting tired. He had thrown too many pitches to that point.
Yeah.
So my brother and I got up to leave because we ordered food. We had to go pick it up and go home. So we're getting ready to leave. And this dude's dad's like, man, like they're scared to pitch to a freshman. What does that say? This guy's like the Mountain West pitcher of the week and he's a senior. And I'm just walking by, like me and my brother walk out and we're just laughing at you. She's like, buddy, do you not understand baseball? Like you have runners on second, third, 1 out, a struggling pitcher on the mound. You put the guy on first, you have a double play at any base.
Yeah.
But this guy's just like, man, like they're scared to pitch to my son and he's like a freshman and blah, blah. And it's like, buddy,
All those
like
years of
your
Little League.
son's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Like obviously they're not scared to pitch to him. They're just playing situational baseball. It's nothing you don't understand.
How do you
then
not?
they-
How do you not learn after all those years? Your kid went through Little League, went through high school, probably travel ball. Like, how do you not learn?
The kid was number 24 on Nevada. I don't know what his name is, but that kid was ass.
Landon.
Justin made it Landon.
Landon.
Oh, that's right. Their parents were like,
He was
"Come
fucking
on,
Landon.
Landon.
You got
Like,
this.
come on, Mando. Come on,
Lando.
Mando. You got it. Come on,
And
buddy.
then
You got
Justin,
it.
Justin's just throwing inside paint on this kid, and this kid's just like sitting there with the bat
Dude.
on the shoulder, completely lost.
I love
Not
them.
mind
so
you,
lost.
Zach,
He was
that
so
was the
lost.
same kid whose back foot was literally almost out of the batter's box
Yeah.
because he's like which I don't know why.
He was
Oh,
basically
did he do the
humping
cock
fucking
wide
plate,
stance?
too.
No,
Oh,
he
he
just
did the
looked-
fucking diagonal stance. I hate that shit.
He was a scrawny little bitch, and he fucking was lost in the box. I hope he's listening. I hope he listens to that because that's what he was.
He was so lost, dude.
I'm
But shout out UNM
No,
baseball,
like, for
dude.
real,
They
bro.
looked really good.
We were being so loud on purpose though for this dad.
Oh,
You could
yeah.
tell like he heard us. Like, oh, he heard us. He knew exactly we were talking shit to his son, and like his fucking wife was there, like trying to like talk to him. Like you could tell they were talking
like
about
you're
us,
trying
and,
to-
like,
This guy
like,
and this
buddy, what are you
kid,
gonna do?
it was
Ah,
so
shit.
funny because the third time his son came up, right? He was all like, Justin threw like he had thrown a couple of balls, so he throws ball 1 to his son. He's like, then the kid's dad's like, more please, more please, more please, and then Justin throws ball 2, more please, he's rattled, more please, ball 3, and it's more of the same, right? And I'm just like, dude, this
Brady got
buddy needs to
11
go.
Ks. He's clearly
This-
tired.
That's bro. I was like, this buddy needs to go to chirping 101 and learn how to chirp some more, bro, because he was horrible at chirping. Now, see, for me, I was a PO and I was a bench warmer in high school, so I was an expert.
oh
at
yeah,
chirping,
yeah. You
dude.
trained in
I
the art.
loved chirping people, and I
Same.
just when people are the worst chirpers ever, I just like sit back and judge them. I'm just like, God, you fucking suck. Like, you need to learn how to say some savage shit. Like, try and go deeper, go a step further, and try and learn about the person's personal life and make it personal if you can.
Yeah.
Dude,
We
every
did
time,
that in high school. Dude.
That's why
every
you
time-
deleted all the
hard.
pics of your girl off Instagram.
bro,
Mhm.
what you, Zach, and I should have done is every time there was like a fucking strike on his kid, we should have been like, sheesh, sheesh. And then you would have been like, all right, shut the fuck up. And I'd be like, shut up, Tubby.
Be like, bro, you're the only Nevada fans here. Like, if you come at me, I'm gonna have like 50 UNM people
The
come and
whole
protect
stadium.
me.
Be like, I got
Like,
some
the
fucking
whole stadium's
rednecks
gonna
around
come
me. Let's
after
get
me.
it.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my god, dude.
Bro, I want to get back
Be
to
like, they
Tennessee
got
baseball
guns
game
in
so bad.
Albuquerque. There's fucking Gibson
Hell
and
yeah.
Central right over here. You want the fucking Bloods and Crips to roll up? You want the Vatos to roll up?
Shit. Leveled up
Yeah,
a little
dude.
bit there. Man, I want to get to a Tennessee baseball game so bad. Our team's so good this year.
They're really good. I saw that.
We just
yeah.
swept LSU.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Back-to-back walk-offs by a freshman. He hit
Damn.
both of them.
Damn.
Oh, I did see that actually.
Dude, his first one was just like a walk-off like hit to center field. That was just like in the perfect spot. His second one was a walk-off slammy.
Damn.
Ooh.
Same day, double header.
Damn.
So that boy's riding high,
called.
and
I think his name's Drew Gilbert. He cold as fuck.
is he gang banging and chain swinging?
100%. 100%. Our fucking, I don't know if they're still doing it, but our home run celebration at the beginning of the year was they would hold up McDonald's bags
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I
that.
saw that
because the
dude.
football team got in trouble
Yeah.
for like, paying kids
Yes,
with McDonald's
dude.
Oh my
bags.
god.
Yeah. Our head coach is the man though. Like I saw somebody post on like Vol Twitter the other day, or it might have been earlier today, even actually, that it was like baseball tickets in Knoxville pre and post Tony Vitello era. And that's our newest coach, right?
Mhm.
And it was like before him, like average seats were, I mean, like $8, like next to fucking nothing. And now it's like our higher seats, like our mid upper deck seats are like $80.
That's a big
Yeah.
Bro,
difference.
I still have my
So-
ball card though, so I'm going for free. Motherfucker, I'm walking through the doors.
Good. So Tennessee right now is 21-4. They're ranked 9th in the country.
Yeah.
Texas, and we all like UT. UT is 17-7. They're ranked 5th. But I will say something. If you have not seen college baseball Twitter, you need to find college baseball Twitter ASAP, because in college, when dudes hit home runs, they pimp the absolute shit out of home runs. And
Yeah.
like all this shit talking,
Oh god.
like a pitcher gets a big strikeout, they're all fired up. It is so much better than the pros, dude. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
There's
Like
so much
somebody
more
could
energy.
just drop, some dude could just drop dick to 400 feet to center field, and he'll just throw his bat like in the air and just like stare, like get hyped at his teammates. And as he's trotting down the third base line, he'll just stare down the opposing dugout with no
Yeah.
fucks. Like he
I love
just
whenever
does
they
not
round
care.
third and they look at the dugout and just go like, yeah, who going to get that one?
Yeah, there's one school, I think it's Virginia Tech or Virginia, one of the Virginia schools.
Virginia's
But
nice.
after they hit a home run, the whole team comes out of the dugout, right?
Yeah.
And they have a sledgehammer. So like one of the guys in the
Oh,
dugout
God.
gets the sledgehammer, and he'll like gently toss it to the batter. He'll catch it, and then he'll just like slam it on the turf, and the whole team will jump up, and they'll just, and as he slams it on the turf, they all just like jump down. It's the
All
most
the
hype
like
thing
one
ever.
fly, we all fly type
Oh,
shit.
dude, it's so lit. Dude.
Yes.
It's the
Oh,
best
man.
thing ever.
Oh man,
So-
I need to get to a college baseball game, bro. I fucking miss it so bad.
I gotta find that, dude.
And we're selling beer
It's-
in the SEC as of the last 2 years. I haven't been able to get to a baseball game where they're selling beer yet, bro.
Oh.
Bro, I used
Bro,
to.
that's what I was just telling Matt about, dude, is like I really want to get out to a game this summer, either at Minute Maid to go see the Astros or to go up to the new Rangers Stadium and go fucking catch a game up there. We still need to get you out here.
Did
Yeah,
you ever
bro.
go to the old Ranger Stadium to Globe Life?
Mm-mm.
It is one of the me and my dad. I think we've talked about this a little bit. Me and my dad want to go to every single MLB
Yeah.
ballpark.
Yeah.
We made some progress. COVID slowed it down. We were supposed to go to Yankee Stadium last summer. Yeah, we were gonna try to hit City Field and Yankee Stadium in the same week.
Mhm.
That shit didn't happen. But
Yeah.
dude, Globe Life was hands down the worst stadium, worst venue of any sport I have ever fucking been to. And like
Really?
I hate the Rangers as is, right? But I want the stadiums to be fire. Like my dad's a big time Cardinals fan, and we went to Wrigley a few years ago. Wrigley's fucking awesome. Globe
I
Life
want to go
was
there so bad.
dog shit.
Really?
Fucking dog shit.
Mhm.
Bro, it was if you're above home plate, like in the upper deck, you have to basically go to center field to go up the stairs to go back to home plate.
That's so annoying.
They're so fucking
Damn.
stupid. It was so bad. And we were
Shit.
above the left field wall. So but we entered by home plate. And so like we had to go up we had to go all the way around to center field and then go up the stairs. And then from the like middle deck, then by the time you get to about left center, then you can go up another set of stairs and then you can get to like where your seating is. It was
Damn.
dog shit.
Good thing they
Their
blew
new
it
stadium
up.
looks nice as hell, though.
Oh yeah, it's Minute Maid Junior.
I
Looks
don't
the
know
exact
about
same
that.
as,
It
but-
looks better than Minute Maid to me.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the
Fuck the
fuck outta here.
Astros.
Get the
I don't know,
outta
man,
here.
dude. Minute
Okay,
Maid
well,
is fucking
Minute Maid's
awesome.
Minute
There's
Maid
no
was-
other
Minute Maid
fucking,
was
there's
lit.
no other baseball stadium in the country that has torchies, so they win.
That's true. That is a fact, though.
That is
They
a
win.
fact.
As soon as they
They
put a
got-
Whataburger in Minute Maid Park,
Oh,
dude,
it's over. It's
Dude.
over. It's over. It's over.
they may as well put a fucking
Oh.
Papados in there too.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love Papados, bro. That is like one of my secret.
And they got
They
Shake
have a
Shack.
Papados here.
Always down for there.
They do. Y'all
They have Shake
Papados
Shack in
New
there?
Mexico? Yeah, there's a Shake Shack. It's directly below Torchy's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I knew that. And then there's the Pluckers too. Pluckers is bomb.
Yeah, Pluckers is
I think I
relatively
did
new
see
in there.
Pluckers when
But
I
yeah.
when I went
Yeah,
out there.
Pluckers
I
is
think I
there.
saw Pluckers.
It's like right next to Torchies. It's like
Yeah.
right across. I remember because when we went, we were just trying to find some like fucking seats to finesse, and Dalton, Louise, and our whole squad were walking around, and we walked over to Torchies because we were like, "Hey, shit, man! Like,
Where we
fuck,
got
Torchy's
Torchy's
and-
at that game.
no,
not?
we went to that.
Or did
We
we
went to
go to
that
Torchy's,
grocery
like,
store.
Oh,
We went to that
true.
grocery store
Yeah,
and had the like
downtown.
buffet thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
true,
thing
that's
was
true.
dope. But we were still kind of hungry because we had like salads or some shit.
Yeah, Sammy's.
And we walked over to Torchies and Pluckers to just see if we could hop in line, but they were so busy.
No, that line is crazy. You got to get there at
Yeah.
like at the gate opening to get a spot
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
Oh,
I
dude,
will
those
say
seats right
so,
there though at the tables by Torchies, that would be
Fire.
the best seat in the
Yeah,
house.
fire.
Oh,
So I will
fuck.
say that Minute Maid is pretty lit. It's on my bucket list to go to all the stadiums too. Last one I was at, which actually makes me kind of sad to think about, was I was at Yankee Stadium
yeah.
2 August ago, and I got to see the Yankees sweep the Red Sox, which is something I will never forget. August
Hell
6th
yeah.
is something I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. I mean, to the extent that Yankee Stadium is in it's in a ghetto part of the Bronx. It's like a nice stadium
Right.
in a ghetto ass part. I think I've kind of discussed in previous episodes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
dude, I hate the Red Sox. Fenway Park, top 5 most beautiful ballparks.
100%.
It is
100%.
gorgeous there, dude. I mean, we did a daytime tour of the stadium, and when no one was there, but like, I mean, just the view and like the green monster, like on TV, it looks like it's farther away, dude. When you're there, it's not like very far at all. The reason they built that, I don't know if I've said this, but back in the day, there used to be a car dealership behind Fenway Park. So people were just constantly hitting bombs and like breaking the windshields of the new cars. So they built that giant wall to protect the cars from getting destroyed or damaged, you know. So that's why it's still there to this day, and it's never gonna, like, they're never gonna blow up Fenway Park. It's gonna be there till the end of time.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
just it's so cool. They still have the same exact seats from when they first built the stadium. Obviously,
Yep.
they've been repainted, new wood, but I mean, it's
But
the
they
same
haven't
things.
gutted
Like
it.
no,
Yeah. And they're not going
Nope.
to.
they made like some improvements. Like obviously, they put the Sam Adams deck up in like the right field corner.
Yeah.
They're like the box seats. Dude, there's a garden in Fenway Park. Like they grow their
there
own
really?
produce. Oh yeah.
Damn.
So
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
they don't buy their produce from the store. They grow everything there at the stadium. There's like a garden off in the back. And when we were there, dude, I mean, there's just tons of stuff. It was awesome.
That's where we went
So-
on my 21st birthday.
Fenway.
I watched the Yankees beat the Red Sox at Fenway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing
It
like
was-
we saw the Rays and Sox play there, and the Rays beat them. And then a couple days later, we went to New York, and the Yankees and Sox were playing. My brother's a Red Sox fan, so even though the Red Sox were in the midst of an 8-game losing streak that year, he still got to see the Red Sox twice. But
That's
I
cool,
will
though.
say, dude, for him, like being a Red Sox fan, setting foot in Yankee Stadium when the Yankees and Red Sox are playing, and all this shit that he got, that dude had to have some thick skin, because Yankee fans, especially in New York, are ruthless, man.
Oh
They
yeah,
did
it's like
not
an
let him-
aura. Y'all get that power.
Man, they were not letting him hit. Like I remember we got up like 4-0 at one point, and this dude's like, "Hey, Boston, so good, so good. So he was just trolling my brother. And I was like, I was torn because I'm like, that shit's so funny because I hate that song because of the Red
Yeah,
Sox.
you should have got on his ass.
But my brother's
Oh.
like, he's my brother, he's my blood. So at the same time, I'm just like, oh man, dude, this is so
I'd have
funny.
jumped in with him, bro. Like, yeah, you wearing the wrong colors in here, son.
But dude, it was so funny. We were walking through New York because before we went to the game, we did like Central Park and just kind of trying to kill time. And
Yeah.
we're walking through, and everybody's like looking at us like, how come three of you are Yankees, but he's Red Sox? And my dad uses the same excuse every time. The only reason I let him live with me is because he's my son. Otherwise, he would be out of the house.
He's
But
adopted.
yeah, so it was, dude. Oh man, Yankee Stadium is so nice. I want to. Next on my list is Wrigley. That's like the next iconic stadium I need to go to.
Wrigley's awesome.
And
Busch
Busch.
Stadium, Busch Stadium in St. Louis.
Mhm.
As far as like Minute Maid's my favorite stadium to go to consistently, right? And part of that's just it's the stadium I'm most comfortable with. I grew up going there all the time, seeing the Astros lose their 100th game and shit like that. Um, but like my favorite stadium to visit, like my favorite non-Minute Maid stadium, Busch, hands down, dude.
Yeah, that view of the arch and everything, it
Right in
just
the
looks so
background,
nice.
it is fucking awesome. Me and my dad went there for Father's Day a few years ago.
Oh yes.
And we hung out. We each got Yachty Molina shit. Like I got a Yachty Molina jersey. It's back there.
God damn it.
And my dad got like a big Yachty t-shirt. Because that was who, like, whenever I was growing up, I played catcher, and that was who like I modeled all my shit after was Yachty. So like
He's the man.
see, dude,
Yeah.
getting to see Yachty, I've seen Yachty play a handful of times because like the Astros and Cardinals used to be in the same division. So
Right.
like, you know, the two of them, or like the two teams would play quite a bit in Houston, and that was always when we would go. Sidebar, I almost got killed by an Albert Pujols home run during batting practice.
Oh shit.
This motherfucker, when he was the machine, right, in his prime in like 05, we were in the upper deck in right field where like the truck is and all that kind of shit, right? And it was early on. I mean, it's still batting practice for the away team. And so it was early enough that like the whole row in front of us was empty. And I was like a tiny kid. So I was in the row in front, like looking up, talking to my parents, and turning around watching, them take batting practice and stuff. And at one point I'm looking up, like making a joke to my mom or my dad, and one of them like shoves me to the next seat over. And the seat that I was like turned around in, as I get shoved, dong, a fucking baseball puts a humongous dent right where my fucking neck would have been. And it was Pujols launching one
God damn.
into the nosebleeds. The nosebleeds.
Yeah, he was a problem back in the day, bro.
Dude.
He was the man. He still is the man.
Yeah.
He just like he signed that massive extension with the Angels, and which was a mistake because the Angels are dog shit and
Yeah.
they're never gonna be good. But
He'll sign a one
back
day
in the
with the
day,
Cardinals
dude,
and retire with them.
when they won the World Series in 06, dude, he was a problem for him. I respect Albert Pujols. I'm sure you guys have seen the video. It's gone viral on TikTok and Instagram a few times, but it's when he's with the Angels and there's a Down syndrome kid in the stands. He's like holding up a sign like Albert Pujols, like you're my favorite player, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's after the game, and Albert Pujols comes up, he takes off the jersey that he's wearing, like that he wore in the
And
game,
gives it to him.
takes it off, puts it on the kid's back, signs it, takes a picture, gives him the ball. Like, dude, wholesome shit like that. It just
Yeah.
makes me so warm inside, dude. I love that. Like Aaron Judge, he's probably my favorite baseball player. There's a time where there was a pitching change, and they were on the road actually. I think they were playing like the White Sox or the A's or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Yankee fan in right field. And he's like, Judge, like I love you. And he's like, I got a ball. And then Aaron Judge like turns around, he's
with him.
playing catch with him, dude. And something that broke my heart, which is like sad. In Florida, they're doing spring, like it's the end of spring training, but
Yeah.
there was a young kid there. He's like, Judge, can I get your autograph? Like, I love you. And Aaron Judge just kind of like turns to him, and you could just tell like Judge is just so sad inside. He's like, it's like, man, like, buddy, I would love to, but we're not allowed to. And he's just like, oh man, like it's just so sad. Like stuff like that you don't think about with this pandemic and everything. Like back in the day, you could just go up and they would just sign, dude. And now it's like well, I don't know where this person's been. Like, I don't want to
Right.
get
You don't wanna
COVID by
jeopardize the
signing a
team.
baseball or something, So it's just stuff like that sucks.
That's
but
one of those, you go back, you get a white ball from BP, sign it, and throw it up to him.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then run away. Yeah.
Well, on the topic of, like you said, Busch Stadium that
Yeah.
I would catch a ball game at any time is AT&T Park in San Francisco. It's just the most beautiful thing
I want to
ever.
go to that one so bad.
It's so beautiful, bro. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Alrighty,
it's gorgeous.
Is that about time for us? We've been talking about an hour and a half.
We can wrap it up. You got Zach. We'll let you go with final thoughts. Dole and I were talking a little bit there,
Holy
so
shit.
why don't you go first?
What happened?
Fuck. Well, I just got a notification. There's an Elite 8 ref that just got stretchered off. He collapsed on the
Oh.
court in
Who
the
is-
game.
Oh my
Who was
god.
he reffing though?
Bert
BYU
Smith
and-
during
or-
Gonzaga, USC.
Damn.
Damn. Prayers out to that dude. Fuck, that sucks. Final thought. Ooh. I got my COVID vaccine. Matt did too. We'll talk about that experience.
Talk about it on the
episode.
next episode. Yeah.
But when I was going to get my second dose of the vaccine, I roll up to Walgreens and I like waited in my car for a second. I was at the baseball game with Matt watching UNM play. And then I was like, shit, I got to go fucking get my second dose of the vaccine real quick. Quickly did that. So I'm walking up to Walgreens and there's like a homeless person that had obviously gone in and stole a bunch of shit and they're just like loading it into their car. There's a Walgreens employee that's out there like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you want to come back in and pay for that shit you just fucking stole? And I'm like, listen, am I hearing things, or is like this actually happening? Am I like actually hearing somebody yell this shit at somebody? And then the lady goes, I didn't get a fucking stimulus check from Joe Biden. Fuck that guy. And then she goes, I would have used the stimulus check to pay for this shit, but I can't. So I'm fucking taking it. And then she's like, you're the worker's like, you're a fucking piece of shit. And then there's a bunch of like customers around that are just like, you don't need to say that. Like, just let them do their thing. Fuck.
Oh
Walgreens is
God,
insured,
dude.
especially after their big partnership with Kroger. They're good.
So that's my final thought is
Oh
I
my
thought that
God.
was funny as shit.
What the fuck?
Good God, dude. That's crazy. I guess I'll go. So I have two quick ones and like a big one.
Okie doke.
Just got confirmation in the Millis podcast that my Astro headset has finally shipped, the custom one that I ordered. So that'll be coming in soon. Let's go. Thursday should be declared a national holiday because it's opening day for Major League Baseball. So go Yankees. It's time to get number 28. I'm sick and tired of losing in the ALDS and the ALCS. We need to win the World Series this year. Thirdly, and this is like a big one. Like I've been meaning to mention this a lot, but my Uncle Joe loves our podcast, and I'm just gonna shout him out because I know he's at work and he's kind of there by himself sometimes. He's looking for things to do and he listens to every single episode. So I'm gonna shout out my Uncle Joe. Del
Shout
Longa.
out Uncle Joe.
Zach knows him.
Shout out
you
Uncle
don't,
Joe.
but
Yeah.
Uncle Joe, love you. You're the best. And we're gonna keep things like
Dalton
that.
can meet him.
Oh heck yeah, dude! You're gonna love him.
Yeah.
He's got a full.
Dalton's
ass
gonna
bar
meet him
in
when he
his-
comes out here this summer.
Dude, he's got a full
Yes,
ass bar in his
dude.
house, dude.
Oh,
He's got
hell
a-
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
His
Yeah,
house is
he's got
awesome,
a pool in his
dude.
backyard, dude. Oh, it's lit.
He's got a cornhole set up back there. He's got TVs outside.
dude, and actually, he just built this new game. He was showing me. Zach, you remember how he had that ring game?
the ring toss.
So
Yeah.
he built like a mini one that he saw. Somebody sent him on Facebook, and it's like two mini ones. And every time you bring it, there's like a peg, and you move it to the next person, but it's like a shot glass.
Oh, and it's like a shot glass, and then you wait
Yeah.
until it gets to the
So-
end, and then the other person.
whoever like wins, like the other person has to take a shot. So he was
Yes.
building that. He was showing. So
Yes.
Oh my! This is happening
Uncle
this
Joe,
summer, dude.
you're the best. Your support and like your willing to text me all the time and ask when the next episode's coming out keeps us going. We love that support. Keep it coming. And to all our listeners, really, like, just keep that support coming. We do this for you guys. This is just us having a conversation, having a good time, and we appreciate the support. So big shout out, Joe Del Longa. Love you, man.
Shout out Uncle Joe. Oh man. I don't know. I don't really have a last thought. I got basically everything I wanted to say out.
Fine. I'll do your final thought for you.
Yeah, I don't really have a-
Congratulations on your job, buddy. Proud
Thank
of
you
you.
guys. I love you guys.
Yeah, we're proud of you, Dalton, man. You deserve it.
My mom wanted to say hi. I did. I talked to my mom earlier and told her we were recording, and she was like, "Make sure to say hi to the boys." She said thank you for the birthday wishes.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet.
Love you, Mama Bradley.
Shout out Mama
Love
Bradley.
you so much.
Shout out Mama Bradley.
I fucking love you, Mom.
We'll play you.
Yeah.